I'll wait till some of you come in to do this. Got my tubs ready. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Well, I was going to quickly just do the Dr. Emoto experiment and sort it out, and then I'll have a little chat in the front room. So I'll just wait till there's a few more. Oh, because you plugged in on charge. Because you plugged in on charge. Hi. So I've cooked some white rice. It's not racist, by the way. Cooked some white rice, and I'm going to put, I'll tell you about it in a minute, the same amount of, like, a big spoonful in, well, I'm going to put 2 actually. Hi. Don't use the microwave. No, I've not. It's the, in a Tupperware box. You can put them in glass jars as long as you can see through it and see what's going on. It's fine, but they've got to be exactly the same, so you know, one's not going off because one's got more in or whatever. But I lost the top to one of these, so I've got a different tub, but it's going to have the same amount of rice in it. So I'll just sort this out. So, I'll save the rest of the rice to make some, to have for my dinner tomorrow. So, let me see. But the Dr. Emoto, you can go and YouTube it on YouTube. I did it last year, I think. It looked like there's more in one because it's a bit higher than the other. But I just thought I'd quickly go through it again because thought does matter and it changes things. He, Dr. Emoto did an experiment on, I think it was water crystals. By putting your intentions on it, it can change the form. And the form was, oh, this lid's not the same. Oh, no. I'm going to have to sellotape this down. By putting thought and intention on it, changed the form of the crystals. So with a lot of love on it and the intention of it, the words and the intentions, the crystals were like beautiful, like snowflakes. And if you put hate on it, they were all evil. So I had the book ages ago, I can't find it. So you could say love to one, you could say Hitler to one because you know that as hateful, and they changed and deformed and went all horrible. Someone said Jesus on one of them and it all went beautiful and light, and you just look it up at Dr. Emoto. So I've got this tub of white rice here. Hi. Yes. And this tub, which I'm going to have to find the right lid to because it's not, it doesn't seem to be fixing on properly to this one, so I might have to strap it down. No, it's just, I think it's just warped, so I might have to sellotape that down so no air gets in it. So I'll have 2 boxes. And what I'm going to do, you can do this as well. Yeah, and yeah, microwaves are not good. You write love on one and hate on the other. You can do 3, you can just ignore one. Oh, it's on 17. But obviously you need to know which one's what. So I'm going to probably put a sticker on the top. One will be love and one will be hate. So that's that done. Every day, I could say I'll do it for a month, but we'll just wait. I'll show you the, you know, what do you call it, keep the record of it and show you. But until it starts changing, because I have done it before and it does change. But you've really got to put those words on it and the intention, but you've got to feel it as well and project it onto the rice. So every morning when I come down now to make a brew, I'll be like, oh, you know, you don't have to say it out loud, you can say it in your head, love, you know, this love, project love on it, oh, loving words. The hate one, oh, you can have a right go at this, you can call it, oh, Hillary, you know, the Clintons. Ooh, you can have a right go at that one as long as you project hate on it. You just keep doing it till you start seeing the changes that happen. So I will show you that. as we go, and I'm just going to take you in the front room now. That was just a quick one, but you can all do it. Just need to cook your rice off, put the same amount in the same sort of Tupperware box or whatever, so you can see through it, because you need to be able to see through it to see the change. Hi, so I'm going to take you into the front room and just have a little chat. I've done the experiment before, because I know someone came on and said they've done the experiment and it didn't work for them. Depends where you're putting the intention on it. Just let me go and blow my candle out in there. Depends if you're putting the intention on it. You know, you've got to sort of look at it, put your intention on it, and say the words of what you want it to be. Hang on. So, go and sit down. So I thought I'd just do a quick one today. But I will be showing you it, you know, as the days go on. But when I come on talking, I can show you it and see what's happened. I'm just going to plug you in, people, because my charger's going. Got the water. I've been painting, so I'll probably show you some of my paintings that I'm trying to do again. Don't know if anyone's noticed anything. I've got some eyelashes on today. Yeah, it's Sunday, but I just felt like it. They're only little corner ones. I forgot I had them. I thought, oh, I'm going to try them. People might be like, on a Sunday, it's like, I don't care. I've been in all day, but I don't care. Who cares? I don't go by the rules. You don't want to be going by the rules, people. Oh, good. Oh, Brett Kavanaugh. Oh. What? Woo! Well, sorry, you've just fallen off my books. Well, I will get round to that in a minute. We can all breathe now. I'll tell you about some Twitter posts that I've just seen that are brilliant. But I'll just quickly show you what I've been drawing today, and then I'll talk about, you know, that sort of stuff. So, hi. So, hi, Daddy Dragon. I'm designing a birthday card for one of my friend's daughters, so I thought I'd make her a card, basically. Oh yeah, you've got to live by your own rules as long as you're not hurting anyone, and you don't always have to do everything, you know, in routine, because let's face it, that's what you know, they've tried to do to us, really, haven't they? To control us. I don't like being controlled. I thought it had to be the glass. No, it doesn't have to be in glass. Did I do it in glass last time? No, I don't think I did it in glass last time. I did it in little plastic Tupperware boxes, and it worked, so we'll see. I haven't got anything glass with lids on, so I can't do it. So I've not finished this. This is just like the base of the card, because she's younger, but it's a watercolour. So I've got to outline it and finish it off and everything, but I was doing that today. And then this big one behind me. It'll be a spiritual one, and I'm just putting the basics down. I don't know if you can see, but it won't look like that. It looks a bit weird at the minute. You know, it'll probably end up a bit like that one over there. Well, hopefully, I'm trying to practice, so we'll see how this goes, and I'll show you as I go along doing it, but we'll see. I'm trying. And then my mum's moved to a new house, so I sort of did a cartoony sort of card today with, like, I don't know, a girl holding a house because she's moved house, so I thought I'd send her a little moving in card sort of thing. Thank you. Well, it's not finished yet, so I don't know what it looked like. That just looks weird at the minute. It looks a bit odd at the minute. It is. I'm really enjoying painting, but I've realised I like painting big things like that, but I'm still getting a bit. I'm not very good at acrylics, but I'll just keep trying. So, anyway, just a few bits that I noticed today, because it seems to have gone a bit quiet, I think. I thought I heard something about Elton John today, but I'm not sure. Don't know. Has anyone seen on Twitter Yeah, but he's got a new wife, yes. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch TV. Who was it? Oh, a good word for oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to talk about that again because it's not one of my chats today. But yeah, I just hope Melanie Shaw gets the justice, you know, like everybody else. I'm hoping in the end because this is to do. I just think it's all connected. But I was watching today. I was sat in, and I thought I'm just going to put the telly on and just see what's on because I don't watch telly. But I'll just see if there's any films on. Does anyone remember Flight of the Navigator? If you're as old as me, and I was like, Flight of the Navigator. I was like, oh my god. Oh, thank you. And it was funny because it was you know, it was about the alien thing. I can't remember. I didn't watch the beginning of it, but I thought, oh yeah, it's an alien ship that sort of was alive, wasn't it? And it got the little boy to navigate it because he was a navigator. I just found it interesting that that was on. And then after that, it was Epic. Does anyone remember Epic about the fairies and stuff that, you know, you might not be able to see them, but they're there? That was good. What was your favourite programme? When I was younger, uh, Bagpuss. uh, lots of things. Knight Rider, Street Hawk, Battlestar Galactica. What was the other one? Airwolf. The A-Team. All that sort of stuff, you know. But yeah, they were on today. Oh, that's nice. I know because I've been watching Hollywood. I heard something about Matt Damon. I mean, what can we say about Hollywood and the stars? It'll be really nice to know who's on the good side and who's on the bad. Yeah, I loved Battlestar Galactica, the original one. It's just ridiculous. Yes, you can research Melanie Shaw. But I think what else was on Twitter. This was very good today. If anyone follows Joe Maspose, don't know if anyone follows Joe Maspose. Oh, we've got Chris in again who needs to go to daycare because he sounds like a child. I am old enough to know Knight Rider. I'm 41, remember. Joe Maspose on Twitter had, this was brilliant. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I only saw it today and was like, oh my god, so I don't know if it's old or not. FLOTUS, Melania, was stood in front, took a little trip and was stood right in front of, where was it? The pyramids. I was like, yes, I've been talking about the pyramids, which was really, really funny. Thank you. It said on it, massive props to Melania for taking a shot at the cabal with this cute troll picture after Comey's petty, transparent assassination threat against POTUS while he was pictured himself beneath Lincoln at St. Rushmore because he was trying to signal for the assassination of Trump. So she stood in front of, went to Egypt and stood in front with a white hat on, white hat, you know, white hat, black hat, in front of the pyramid, right in the middle of it. You know, their little pyramid sign they have going on, Illuminati. That was good. He also tweeted out, which I saw before, this one. Joe M, you want to be following on Twitter. It said, hi, it said, we got used to the world being shit. Though it was never inevitable. By the way, he said this, so I'll say that again. It's not, I didn't say that, so I'm going to read it out again. I'm reading out of my book, but I wrote it down because it was on Twitter by Joe M. You know, Joe Maspose, the name that came up when it was the first Cue the Plan to Save the World film, but now it's A Storm Upon Us on YouTube. So you really need to go and see that if you haven't seen it. So I'll start again. So it's not me swearing, it's what was said. We got used to the world being shit, though it was never inevitable. though it was never inevitable. It was never supposed to be this way. It was never going to be. They, in kill brackets, you know, the kill box, they started the wars, caused famines, divided our families, hurt the children, and made us poor. And do you know what? They just got beat. Boom. Because Kavanagh's in. Whoop, whoop. Kavanagh's in. And we knew he'd be in. And someone was saying yesterday on, well, they were talking about on Soapbox 24/7. It was quite funny because we were all waiting for that number. But what some didn't realise was that it was, what was it, 50, 48? If you do numerology and you knock the O off, 5 add 4 add 8 is 17 people. It's still Q. Boom. Joe M on Twitter, and he's got like the Punisher skull on his sign thing. So numerology people, 50 and 48 in numerology when you break it down is 17. So that's good. And I was shouting it out on Soapbox, but I don't know if anyone caught it. J9 and on. Also, Steve Bannon, I don't know if anyone saw this. I saw it on, you know when you go on Google and like a news recommendation thing comes up the side. It said, War Drummer worked it all out. Ah, did he? Good. But it still comes to 17. Steve Bannon, this is what it said. Steve Bannon bags a Belgian buddy for far-right assault on Brussels. Guess who he was having dinner with? Who's friends with Trump as well? Steve Bannon was it Steve Bannon who put the film out, Trump at War? Was that Steve Bannon? Guess who he's just been for din-dins with? I am on a Discord. I don't know what Discord I'm on. Nigel Farage. Funny that, isn't it? Not that I think it is, because I know what I think about all that. Nigel Farage, people. Steve Bannon. Interesting. The plot thickens. POTUS should get his own presidential guard like in the Roman times if his enemies are too. Well, he's got some really good guards because he's at least been, I think they've tried it at least 10 times or probably more to assassinate. It's not happened. Yep, Steve Bannon is superb. He was having dinner with Nigel Farage, and we all know Nigel Farage likes Trump and Trump likes Nigel Farage. And on the Nigel Farage song, on his channel on YouTube, it's always Trump's voice that's introducing him, and here's Nigel Farage. So funny that, isn't it? Can't hang out today, Dolly. Want to say hi. Hi, Five Flames. See you again. So that was interesting. And also, you want to go on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube now. Put Steve Bannon film Trump at Wars. You need to go and see that. And if anyone's new on it and you don't know, you haven't seen the Q film, you need to go to Storm is Upon Us on YouTube and go and watch Q, The Plan to Save the World. And it might make some sense. Also, I woke up to this morning, which I was like, oh my God. Nigel went very quiet. Yes, he did go very quiet, but I believe I know why he might have gone a bit quiet. Because he went quiet over the Tommy Robinson thing doesn't mean he's not doing good things. I think people, I don't know, I've got my own opinion about that anyway. You know, you might have to look like you're doing something else. J9 and on. Also, I woke up this morning. I haven't been to the pictures for ages. And really what I've been learning is like I don't even want to put my money in the pocket to go to the pictures to pay for these films. But I've just seen one and I thought, oh my God. I think it's out in December. If I'm sure this is a new film. If it's not, please someone tell me, but I think it's brand new. I think it's out in December. I saw it. I think he had to be biased. Like, Trump has to make out he's biased sometimes because he does want us out of the EU. And I just think he had to think he might be playing it a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. He's with Steve Bannon, so I'm wondering. He's friends with Trump, I'm wondering. Nigel Farage was the only MP ever that went to America to congratulate to his face Trump when he got in. And that's when he said, and here's Nigel Farage, and that's the here's Nigel Farage that he, yeah, it's either Dolly Daydream or J9 and on. Yeah. That's, yeah, thanks. And that's the opening thing that he uses on his show on YouTube. So I'm just putting it out there, you know. Disinformation is necessary. Of course it is. You can't look, sometimes you have to look a bit biased, you know. I'm not saying that's true. That's just my opinion. We'll see. No, but we have to leave it first to do something about it, I think. You know what I mean? We have to be out of it to then be able to do something about it. Just like sort of a different way around with what Trump's just done. That's what I think anyway. Well, we'll see what happens. You know, things are going to move now globally. Now all this. Yes, it has. That's why we need to be out of it first, and then we can sort it out and help other people to go and help their own countries as well. So, yeah, the film that I saw today, I was like, yeah, Storm is upon us. I was like, he did, but you know, sometimes you've got to play it safe. Yeah, well, it's all a game, isn't it? You've got to, like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see. So, can anyone guess the film I might have seen? I'm a Pisces. I've been talking about planetary, you know, signs and this, that, and the other, and all the stuff I've been talking about lately, and Atlantis, Egypt and Atlantis, and then I see floaters stood in Egypt, which I thought that was funny, and then, you know, going on about Atlantis the other day, and what's just come out. Aquaman. I can't remember the guy's name in it because I do really like him I'm sure he's out of Game of Thrones or something. With tattoos and everything, with long hair. I was like, oh my god, I really need to go and see it. No, Aquaman. Do you know who it is? Do you know what it's meant to be? It's Neptune. It looks brilliant, and the reason why it looks brilliant is, is that what his name is? Yes, I like him. It's because you know when people say look to the stars, the aliens, but they say, well, what could be beneath us in the seas because it's an abyss and it's dark. Yeah, Man from Atlantis by another name. Yeah, it shows you all it under the sea with sharks that they ride on and all this. It just looks mega brilliant. I do really want to go and see it, and it looks like space but undersea and Atlantis, and it looks amazing. The film does look really good, and seeing as I haven't been to pictures for ages, I think that's one film I'm definitely gonna have to see because I was like, oh my god, oh my god, it's Neptune. He's got Neptune's staff and everything, and Neptune is my planet, the planet I'm ruled by. You know, I'm a Pisces, and it's Neptune, and I have got a Toby mug somewhere with, I don't know where it is, with Neptune on it. Let me see. It was my nana's, which is funny. Actually, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the house. Just let me have a look over there. I don't know. It's somewhere in the house, but it's a Toby mug of Neptune, which was my nana's, which is funny because it's my ruling planet, and it's just them things my nana used to collect. JFK Jr. No, I don't know if anyone else has heard anything about it, but at the end of the day, we know he's here anyway, so you know we'll just wait and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, is that his name? Oh, it looks. I'm a bit. I love all them sort of films, you know, Marvel and all that, and you know, even if they are bad or whatever. But the film looks brilliant. I'm like, oh my god, I really need to see it. So that I'll be looking forward to that. I believe it's out in December. If you haven't checked it out, just check the trailer out on YouTube if you're into that sort of stuff. Thank you. Look over there. Yeah, what was it? Look over there, look here, look behind you. Yes. We definitely saw them at the rallies. Was the lady with black hair next to JFK Jr. in West Virginia? Yeah. Which one was the one at where? I can't remember now. There's been so many. There's been quite a few. The best one was where he looked Arabian sort of, and she was stood next to him with the black hair. Was it that one? You know, looking all dolled up in Tiffany blue, and he had a gold like Stargate Atlantis, yeah. A gold watch on that looked like what was it called? Them watches that they used to wear. I watched a bit of the rally, but I didn't. I watched a bit of it. I was looking, but I've noticed the background one on what I was looking on was a bit fuzzy, so you can't see the people. Normally they're quite clear when they want you to see. Yeah, Rolex, thanks. A Rolex, which the Kennedys wore and had inscribed Marilyn Monroe on it. Looked like a gold Rolex, and she had on a ruby ring, and it looked like the ruby ring that Jackie Onassis gave to her. So Jackie Onassis ring. So, So I don't know when. They could be holding it back till Christmas. It could be the parade. I don't know. It's just, guess we'll have to wait and see, people. The rally in Vegas, he wore a Rolex. Yeah. And the Ray-Bans, yeah. And the picture on when he was up against the wall as AKA Vincent Fusco, which people still keep going on about, oh, it's not him. No, it was, they had a lookalike as well. He had his, when he was at the rally, not the last one, but the one before, but then again, it would have been that one because he had the glasses on. They were like his dad's glasses. Brown tortoiseshell ones. Yeah. Jackie Kennedy's ruby ring was on her finger. Yes, it was on her finger. That's what I mean when people, people are like, oh, but they go on like, no, he's not. It's like research. Someone came and commented the other day, oh, he's dead. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, well, that's your truth because I research and I can see stuff plain as day in front of your face. So, yeah, and the fedora hat like his dad's, and they got the hats made at a hat company called Kavanagh, but with a C. And I need to sort my nails out because I've got 2 different sets of nails going on here. But yeah, I don't know if there's much been going on. I think things are happening behind the scenes. I think 11/11 will be when Q goes on the offensive. I think we need to, yeah. Is that a Moscow? Yeah, it is a Moscow meal, but it's got water in it. It's got distilled water in it. I did see something about the I don't know if it was just a mock one, the presidential alert thing saying something about, I don't know if someone had made it saying, it said Dems lawyer up, basically we're coming for you. Thank you. Yeah, Kavanagh, yeah, spelt that way. I think, yeah, they had made the hats, the fedora hats, and they were called Kavanagh. So, I mean, you can't write this stuff, can you? Also, I would like you, if you're into all the, if you're into David Icke stuff and all that sort of stuff we've been talking about, the rice experiment, all it was really was cook some white rice and make sure you have the same amount in a glass or plastic container. Maybe it's better in glass, I don't know, but I had plastic. I've done it in plastic before. The same amount, put the lid on so it's airtight, write on it or stick a sticker on it, love, hate. Every day, put loving thoughts on it, but project it, the intentions and the words. You can say it in your head, and on hate, you've got to put hate on it. I mean, you can call it Hillary Clinton or anything, you know what I mean? Anything hateful, you just put on it. And then just watch what happens over the weeks that you do it. I think someone needs some daycare help. But yeah. But I'll be showing you anyway, what happens with that. But if you're into any of the David Icke stuff or any of the stuff I've been talking about, someone's frustrated. It's a shame. Q2363, goodbye, Valerie Jarrett, good. Yeah. Where's my spanner? I know, just these frustrated men coming in, they're pathetic. I need to go and sort themselves out. But I was watching, and I really just have to send a heart at them and just ignore them because they just make me laugh. Can't come out of anything else. Little children. Sounds like he needs to go to daycare. Was Conscious Consumer Network. It's quite a good one for all that sort of stuff. Yep, of course it is. And it was Now and Zen Gardner talks to David Icke, and it was in March 2016, but it was Conscious Consumer Network, Now and Zen Gardner, and it talks about, all the stuff we've been talking about. Well, it might have, but you don't have to talk like that. And that was just interesting about how they keep us in fear, and how some of the stuff even I've been talking about, maybe it's different, and how the AI and all that is keeping us in fear. And I can't really explain it, but it was really, really good. Oh yeah, they're desperate for attention. Of course they are. That's why we won't give it them. I know, I tell them that. They come on here to view, so it just gets me more views, even though they're getting, do you know what I mean? Whatever. But yeah, that was a really good talk, because it's about awareness, people. I'm going to keep shouting this out. It's about awareness and everyone waking up and being aware. It's about consciousness. This is what the Dr. Emoto Rice experiment was about. It's about awareness, because the world needs to be aware and conscious of how we really work, like I keep saying, because they're using things against us to keep us dumbed down. Yeah, we all like beer. Come on, Cav. What was the thing he said about the K? Let's get a keg. Is it a keg? And let's have a beer. Next time I go out, I'm having a beer. A beer for Kavanagh. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Steve. Hope you're okay. But it is basically about awareness, and that, I'll say it again, was Conscious Consumer Network. Now and Zen, they have some really good stuff on there. Zen Gardner talks to David Icke, and it was in 2016, and he was just going on how a lot of stuff put us in fear. Hi, because it's to keep us down. And like I said, people going about ascension and ascending, all this stuff about the pyramids and Atlantis and that. It's really interesting. But at the end of the day, like I just said about Joe Maspo's tweet, which I'll read out again, is it was never supposed to be this way, people. We are all magic, believe it or not. Our little soul selves. Oh, do I? Oh, well, I'll just have to be... what was that thing you used to watch when I was younger? Oh, Monkey Magic or something I used to watch. Yeah, I'll read that out again. I dig the JFK... I dig it too, because I think people are beginning to see, even some others that I thought JFK Jr. wasn't alive, are starting to think, actually, could be. So this is how it was written. If anyone's just come in on Joe M on Twitter, it was never meant to be like this. Like I'm talking about Jesus Christ times. He tried to speak up about it. Look what happened. So we got used to the world being shit. Though it was never inevitable, it was never supposed to be this way. It was never going to be, in kill brackets, they started the wars, caused famines, divided our families, hurt the children, made us poor. And you know what? They just got beat. Boom. Kavanagh got in. Whoop, whoop. Kavanagh got in. Whoop, whoop. He got in. But it's just exciting, people. It's gone a bit quiet, with things happening when things get quiet. I'd love to have been behind the scenes at all them Democrats when, I think they knew he was getting voted in. We knew he was getting voted in, whatever number it was at, and still those numbers add up to Q, because it still adds up to 17 anyway. We knew he was getting in because we were told way before, so we were just watching it roll out, even though it was annoying as anything to watch these disgusting Democrats use the Me Too movement of women and men, of that stuff that's happened, thinking they're doing right, but this woman was lying. So, it's just disgusting. Could you imagine what our world would have been like without those crooks in power? Can you imagine all the power, as in good vibrations, if you want to say? how we should be living, really. It will come back, even if it takes time. It will come back. Got to do it for our future children and children's children, next generations. Sheep no more. Yeah, heaven on earth, exactly. That's why I keep saying it's time. It's the spiritual coming into the physical, the way it should have always been, the way it was, holding Earth's vibrations. Even David Icke said, "Can I confirm paved the way?" Yes, he did. Even David Icke was saying he can feel, he's always going around doing his talks, and he still does, and he's great. He can feel the energy has changed, the shift, over the past couple of years, because that interview was in 2016, and it has Age of Aquarius, yes. So, I mean, I did about Age of Aquarius, and that was saying, then someone said it wasn't Age of Aquarius, it was the other way around, but then again, they've probably said that, but it doesn't matter, because it's still the time for us, the people, globally, of this positivity and the way we should be, and breaking free from all the fear. It's the fear that they've put us in. So, yeah. It is. That's the way we were meant to be. We were meant to hold the earth's. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's what I believe the pyramids were for globally, to hold the power of the earth's vibrations that were in sync with us as well, to keep the world running the way it should do, in harmony, love and light. Simple as people. And then these people came along, or something came along, what I've been talking about, we don't really know, came along and destroyed it all, because they wanted to control us, and they've done a really good job for centuries, people. But now we stand, because when you're aware and you're conscious of your consciousness, spiritual consciousness, one's spiritual self coming in, they lose. So you need to start meditating, people, being at one with yourself and just listening to the universe and the planets. I know it sounds bonkers, but get a bit zen, people, and listen to the vibrations. I got this off someone once. We need music in the right hertz. We need good music. Not all this cack that's out there. Kanye. Whoa, that's what I saw on Trump's rally. He mentioned Kanye, didn't he? Woohoo! Which we've been shouting out for a bit, saying, he's a really good guy. He's talking about the love all the time. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's because you're on the right vibration, Stephanie, and it's all connecting and joining the dots. Okay, there's another woman that I found, and I will find out her name. She's new. She's English. I think she lives in Barcelona, and she's quite hippie and zenny, and she talks about all this. Sometimes we'll be wrong, sometimes we'll be right, but it's just to be aware and to be researching about everything, and then at least you're aware to some things. Even if we know there's disinformation, we know things get mixed up. I might have said things on here about what people call mad, might be wrong or twisted a little bit, but that's why I say we need to know. We need disclosure on everything, on the conspiracies. We have Democrat or other evil political types all over the globe. Yep, been controlling us. Yep, ripping us off. Yep, because that's what I said. Deep state's global. It's not just American. It's not just in America. It's everywhere. Yeah, the alien things. I was thinking today, when you're just thinking way out on a limb. But I was thinking, maybe I'm an alien from planet Pluto, because, maybe we're from our ruling planets, Maybe that's why I keep drawing blue things. Just saying. It's just me going off on one right there, because I'm a Pisces. I'm just saying, Stephanie, the new film in December looks brilliant. Aquaman. Oh, my God. I've not been pictures for ages. I begrudge paying the money because the things that I found out, but yeah, like that picture over there. It's Neptune, basically, and Atlantis under the sea, looking like space. It looks brilliant. Trump played them like a fiddle. Been shouting this out. And what did Trump say at the rally? Oh no, he got interviewed or something. Someone asked him, "Do you know who Q is?" No, I don't know who Q. No, but Q people are really good. Yeah. You don't know who Q is, do you? But Q people are really good. And that's the president saying that, even though we know, we know. He's part of the Q team. So that was a good one. And someone said that's going to go in the media soon as well, what he said, you know. Blue Avian, maybe. Can't wait for the photo. What of Trump with Q people? If you give me a PayPal address, I will send you money. So you can go. Oh, you're all right. It's in December anyway, so, you know. I just mean I've not been going to the pictures because, you know, when you find out stuff of where money's been going and the Hollywood actors are just like, ugh, I don't want to go and watch a film. I don't care how good it is. And then I saw that this morning. I was like, oh my God, I need to go and see it. Yeah, he shouldn't have denied us. Yeah. Oh, also, David Icke was saying about Hollywood, and he said, you know how we know they put it? Yeah, Hollywood, Hollyhill, Pedowood. How he said about, you know, we know about the films and they're putting stuff out there. And he was saying it's because they're getting us ready. So when you look at them films, it's like, Infinity Wars and all that sort of stuff. Defenders of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It makes you think, doesn't it? Like, oh. So interesting. And then, like I said, I got up this morning, like, oh, what's on telly? Because I don't normally watch it. There it was. Lionel and Mrs. Oh, yeah, they're good. I like Lionel Nation. What did I say? It was The Navigator, The Last Navigator. What did I say I was watching? The Navigator film. That was on today. And then Epic, which was good as well. About the elements you don't see around you. Everyone needs to turn off mainstream. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, research online for yourself. Turn off the mockingbird media, exactly. I'm friends with Hollywood guy, he won't talk politics famous. Yeah, I know it's not all of them, and there's some good guys out there, and like I said, I'm sure some have been blackmailed and this, that, and the other, and MK Ultra as well, where they've probably not known what day it is because that's how they went in there with all the stuff, didn't they? Hitler and all that, in the end, when they started all that programming lots of people, so they can, because it's controlling people. The stars, the celebrities control a lot of people, believe it or not, because your kids are looking up to them. You know, the big stars in America. I want to go to Hollywood and be famous, and it's not all what you think it is, people. Buy this and buy that because I'm a, you know, young kids look up to them, and then they're sexualizing them like Miley Ray Cyrus and all them, and then little kids what be wearing all that stuff, and parents going, it's all right. It's not all right. It's an agenda, people. Most people in Hollywood have no choice to back the exactly. Probably not going to get paid, are they? Yeah, I've heard the song Where We Go, When We Go All. It's brilliant. I've done a poem as well. I'll have to read it out again at some time. You guys love them more than us. Love what? Where we go, when we go all. Exactly. Because we are all one. Yay! It's a great, great song. I'll have to listen to it again, actually. Oh, thank you, Joe. But, oh, it's just, I guess we'll see what this week brings or the next couple of weeks. When Halloween comes up, everyone should maybe dress as a Democrat because they're pretty scary, aren't they? Yeah. What's she called? Diane I always get her name wrong. You could call her Frankenstein. Diane Frankenstein. You could dress as her with bolts on your neck and go as her, but like Frankenstein. Because they're all zombies anyway, aren't they? Oh. But you just go as a zombie and write Democrat on the front of it. Boom, there you go. Antifa. Boom, there you go. All a load of swamp monsters, aren't they? You know, zombies. Yeah, Feinstein, Frankenstein. You heard it here first, people. It's my idea. Feinstein, Frankenstein. Just put a mask on, look like Frankenstein. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite funny. Yeah, I wonder when that's going to come out. I'm like, ooh. Yeah. Tinfoil hat for Halloween. Yeah. Tinfoil hat brigade. Whoop, whoop. No, I wouldn't either. No, not these ones. Not these ones. Ugh, I know it's disgusting. Yeah, Frankenstein. Frankenstein. I can't even say it. Yeah. Do I have favourite numbers? Don't know. I did. I can't remember what it is. She had a horn on her face, looks like fake, and her eyes black. Well, they're all dead in the eyes anyway, aren't they? They've all got the devil entity way of thinking in them, haven't they? I would like to see this released tomorrow. I think it's going to be soon. I think it's going to be soon. I wonder why. That's why Farage is with Steve Bannon, having his dinner with Steve Bannon. It's interesting, isn't it? Brilliant. Yeah, call her Freakenstein. Yeah, she is. But I'm going to go. It was just a short one to talk about the rice experiment. So I'll be showing you when I come on what it's doing. You've got to say it. You can say it in your head and project your intention on it of love or hate. So you can call it the Democrats and everything to the one you hate and all that sort of stuff. And we'll see what happens because thought does change matter. So we shall see. And I'll show you how I get on with my strange painting. Yeah, the Democrats. I was laughing at the BBC. Oh, they're pushing Russia again. It's hilarious. It's like, give it a rest, will you? Why don't you say it's China instead? Yep, now it's time for the reckoning. Yep. So, yeah, where we go one, we go all. And I will see you very soon. Whoop, whoop. Give us a whoop, whoop. Thanks, Tapper77. I will. Bye. I will. All have a great evening, morning, night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And yeah, I'll be doing t-shirts next with whoop whoop. See you all soon. Bye. Can never get off this thing.